Hi everyone, we're doing a Pokemon COLOURPOP Pokemon collab look today, overview, swatches, etc. If you saw my PR haul, I unboxed all of this, so I thought today we would pop some on our face. I'm very excited. When I was a kid, I was a huge Pokemon fan. I don't really play the games anymore, but growing up, I played all the games, I went to all the movies, I watched all of the episodes. Like, I loved Pokemon so much. So it's only right that I give this a go. This was requested as well, so hopefully those of you who wanted to see this find this video helpful. My next video will be a full face of first impressions using a bunch of other stuff from that PR haul. Bright outside today. It is such a beautiful day outside, but you know what that means. It's gonna cause havoc on my lighting, so sorry in advance. As I am filming this video, everything is still in stock, so I'll put a link down below to the collection, and I have a discount code with COLOURPOP. I think it's like Shaaanxo. I'm feeling so rattled today. I feel like I've done a million jobs and it's only like 10 AM. You know those days where you just feel like you've lived a lifetime before lunchtime? Managed to like mostly clean up my room. If I crouch down, you can see heaps of the makeup still there, but we did all of the recycling and everything. That was a big job after a PR haul, and I was obsessed with that PR haul. Oh my god, there were so many good things, and I just feel like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know why it was different to other PR hauls, but like there's just something special about it. So go check it out if you haven't yet. This is the palette we're going to be working with today. When I think of Pokemon, I honestly think of like yellow. I guess, like, you know, because of the logo, yellow and blue. I feel like I've done a blue look recently. We've got some like yellows and oranges, and like obviously I'll swatch everything, but I'm kind of eyeing up these colors down the side here. Maybe the orange. Not too sure. I want to do something with a little bit of color, but I still want it to be pretty and glam. I am socializing tonight, so I don't want to look like too rainbow, so we're going to do something pretty. But I'm just obsessed with this palette, like straight off the bat. The name of this palette, Palette Town. Genius. And the colors, like I said in my PR haul, if you can't be bothered watching that, I just think that the colors are so beautiful. It's a colorful palette, but it's not one of those colorful palettes where you look at it, you're like, oh, I don't even know when I would use that except for like a festival or like a dress up party. These colors are wearable. You've got some neutrals in here. You've got some like wearable, like burgundy kind of like muted tones up the top, like muted purples even. You've got some nice greens. They're not too intense. You got some brighter blues if you want to do something fun. But overall, I would say the colors are all very wearable colors, and I feel like they'll all mix and mingle very nicely. Some of these shimmers, like look at this one, Gym Leader. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Like a little bit like duochrome even. Oh my god, it's so stunning. Like, you guys know I love colors like that. I'll swatch Blasting Off, which is like a purple shimmer. Like, they're just so pretty. These swatches aren't even like doing them justice. Even a neutral look with this shimmery green on the inner corner, it is such a cool one. It's like lime green, but I don't know, it just like glows. Like, it's so cool. Oh my god, the lighting. We've got a yellow shimmer. I'm just swatching some of the shimmers. So this could be used as if it was a gold, but obviously it's more yellow than gold. But if you imagine the way you would normally use a gold, like on the lid or on the inner corner, you could replace it with that just to add some more glam. That's probably what I'm going to do today. We'll have a look. And there's another one. What's this called? Elite 4. This is actually more gold. It's beautiful. Jelly Donut. Oh my god, it's like a lilac little reflect. We have darker greens. I'm just swatching some of the shimmers at the moment. That wasn't a very good swatch. They are really nicely pigmented. There we go. And the shimmer formula, like, they just glow. Like, they're very glowy shimmers, if that makes sense. I'm not gonna sit here and swatch every single color, but you can obviously look online for more. Kind of love how there's like a bright shimmery red too, because I feel like that's a color you don't normally get. That's probably one of the less wearable colors in the palette, but it's fun to have. I would say most of these colors, look at these four together even down the bottom here. You can look at them like quads. Look at those four. Amazing. Oh my god, I want to do a look with these four. I just feel like that would be so pretty. I'm so tempted to do that right now, but I want to keep it different because I feel like I've done pinky purpley looks lately and blue looks lately. So we'll do some yellow. Yeah, look at them like quads, each 4 stack, or you could do like the lines, or you can mix and match. I love the way the colors are set out in this palette. I just feel like so much thought seems to have gone into that. I feel like we will just like dive into the palette, to be fair. Did I show you the front cover? I don't even know. Looks like that. The only thing I wish was different is I wish it had a mirror in it, because this is the kind of palette I would still travel with, especially if I was going to like festival or anything like that. And if that had a mirror, I'd literally be able to do like my entire makeup using it, but that's fine. I'm a big like mirror girl in palettes. Like, I actually do use them when I'm out and about, but I know like not everyone does. Oh my god, all of my brushes, let's see if you can see. Yep. Whoop. All of my brushes are in a pile over there because while I was doing all of the recycling, Porter was playing with my brushes and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna let it happen because it meant that I could actually get my job done faster. Now I kind of regret it. I'm gonna go pick them up. Okay, surely this will do. There's gonna be hair all through these now. So I'm not gonna use a primer today. I'm just gonna go straight in so we can see how they work. I'm gonna begin with a fluffy blending brush and I'm gonna take the shade Fossil. It's a nice light kind of transition shade. You do have a dark one up here too. I've not even like powdered my face or anything because we are going to be trying out the blushes, which are a cream, I'm pretty sure. So I figured I would just like obviously pop on my base and my brows and we could go from there. So we'll add everything else together. In the collection, I believe it's eyeshadows, blushes, there's a couple like lip balm, tinted lip balms, lip gloss, and the Super Shock eyeshadows. Yeah, this color is just a really, oh my, you can't see shit. This color is just a nice light transition shade as we expected. There's nothing special about it, but it's handy to have it in the palette. I like how it's very neutral though. So it's gonna go with the warmer tones or the cooler tones in the palette. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of Trainer's Path, which is that darker one that I showed just before, and kind of mix it with the other lighter shade, Fossil and Trainer's Path. I'm gonna mix them together and just pop them through the crease just to make it a little bit darker. And then actually I'm gonna take a firm blender brush with the darker one and just kind of put that right in the deeper part of the crease because I want some more definition, especially these days. Like, my eyes are so puffy and I just feel like I need to sculpt this inner part of my lid a little bit. Most of the colors I really want to use are literally like the shimmers, but I feel like I can only fit one or two on my eye. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with those purples and pinks in this palette, but like I said, we've got to try something different. I'm going to take the same brush, I'm going to go into Saffron City, the yellow color, and I don't even know. I think I'm just gonna see what this looks like on the lid and then we'll put some shimmers on. I think I'm gonna add some just through the crease as well, just a very small amount, kind of buffing it into those other colors just to make it a little bit more yellow looking. I'm using a fluffy blendy kind of brush to apply this, but look, it's still a really nice pigmentation. I can only imagine if we use like more of a eyeshadow brush, you know, to pack it on, it would have very good pigmentation. It's such a nice yellow too. It's not super powdery and patchy. It's like a very nice yellow. It's like a true Pokemon yellow color. I'm not worried about how it looks really because like I said, I'm going to pack stuff on top of it, but that's just how it looks for reference, and that's such a sheer layer like I said. So I really like how it looks in the crease actually. I feel like we should use Champion because I feel like obviously Elite Four is much more like gold and like standard. Let's do a little bit more colourful, so Champion. This is a very glittery formula. I feel like it would be best on your finger. Look, it looks a bit patchy on the brush, but that's because, yeah, it's so chunky. There we go. It's got a purple and white reflect, which is so random. When you buff it on, like press it on, I don't know if that's coming across on camera, but yeah, it's kind of unexpected. It's like a little duochrome. I'm kind of glad I put that yellow base down now because I feel like it will shift more yellow. It actually does apply really well with this brush. This is just an eyeshadow brush and this is dry. I feel like you could wet it and make it even more intense. I do love filming videos like this. I need to do them more often, just little collection videos. I always say that every time I film one. I love filming them. I just don't really think about it. I don't know why. It looks pretty cool. As you turn your head, you're getting a little bit of like a silvery color. I think we're gonna layer on a Super Shock shadow and we don't have a yellow one. I'll show you the colors in a second. It's probably going to be orange, so I think we're going to put orange on top. I don't know what that's going to turn out like, but we'll give it a shot. Under my eye, I'm going to do some of the yellow first. I've not really set my concealer, so hopefully this doesn't look shite. And then once I've got the yellow down, then I'm going to go into Fossil, which is the lighter transition shade. And we'll just layer a bit of that on top, just because this is going to add a little bit more like of a contoured look. I love eyeshadow under my eyes. Like, I just think it suits me. The lighting is testing me today. I feel like the last few times I've filmed it's been pretty good. And then today it's just really not. I can't complain because the weather is just getting so beautiful. I'm feeling really positive, and it's literally because of the weather. I swear to God, whenever it's like gloomy and cloudy and raining and stuff during the daytimes, I always feel crap, and like in winter. Whereas now it's like starting to get lighter, it's getting lighter like later at night, and it really makes me feel so much better. If I was like married to a billionaire, you could bet your bottom dollar I would live half the year in some like really sunny place while New Zealand was in winter. And that says a lot because I love New Zealand. I'm just adding some more of this transition shade. I really like this color because it's very soft glam on my skin tone. On my inner corner, I'm going to take Elite 4, which is that top corner one, the gold. This is more of a shimmery eyeshadow versus the one that we used on our lid that's more of a glitter. And it is so pretty. It's just like a classic yellowish gold. I'd say it's definitely more on the gold spectrum than the yellow. It's very wearable. You could wear that just with like nude eyeshadow and it would just give you, yeah, the pop of gold. Stunning, beautiful. Might just add a little bit on my lid too, just to connect the gold and the yellow. You know what? I'm going to take a little bit of the yellow glitter Champion on my finger. I don't want to use too much in case, but I'm just going to press that on. Yeah, it's kicking up very like purpley silver. It's so random. I kind of wish it was like a gold reflect or just like a pale yellow reflect because I just want it to be more yellow and it's just kind of throwing it. Going in with a little bit more of Trainer's Path, which is that darker nude kind of color. And I'm just putting that on the outer corner, just adding a bit more dimension. This color is quite pigmented, so I'm literally taking one tap. It looks very pretty though. Like this entire look, chuck on some liner, soft glam color, like very wearable. Even though it's like glittery and reflecty duochrome, I would still call this wearable. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to do another look with this palette at some stage because there's just so many looks I want to create with this. Let's swatch the Super Shock eyeshadows. So we've got Charmander, which is the one I'm probably going to use today. It is called Flamethrower, and it's obviously like a peachy orange. It's actually such a pretty color. I'd kind of expect it to be a bit more like dark, bright orange, but I'm happy about it because this is much more wearable. And we have Bulbasaur. This is called Solar Beam, and this color is more of like a really soft teal. And then we've got Squirtle here, which is obviously like more of a blue, like a true sky blue. It's called Hydro Pump. The packaging is just so freaking cute. I love it. And I love how each one comes in a container that actually kind of matches, like it's just a cute little touch. So I'll swatch each one for you. Super Shock eyeshadows are kind of like a creamy powder formula if you're not familiar with them. I find they often go on really well with your finger onto the eye. So that is the blue. It's got a purplish kind of shimmer, but that's much more appropriate in my mind. Like a bit of a purple reflect in a blue, that's nice. But in the yellow, it's just like, I don't want it there. And the silver, like why silver? Why not gold? I guess like it's a bit more unique this way, but at the same time, I was just like hoping for a very warm, like yellow look. Do you know what I mean? Here's the teal one. If I show you very up close, maybe you can see how the shimmer kind of duochromes. Do you know what I mean? Once again, I feel like it's got like a silvery purple reflect to it. Is that just like the theme? I don't know. Wiped off my finger, by the way. This one I feel like is gonna be my favorite. This also has like a purple reflect. Let me show you up close. Can you see what I mean? See how that's like a little bit silvery purple? But the color itself looks beautiful. Maybe it's more of a pink reflect. The color is actually stunning. Yeah, it's kind of purpley pink. I don't hate it with the orange for some reason. I think because it's a little bit more pinky, like it's coming off. Can you see that? I don't know. I actually feel like this would be beautiful with like browns and everything on the eye and then this on the lid. Let's just go ahead and layer some on. Why not? We've already got purple and yellow on there. Let's add some orange too. It's a stunning colour. I don't know if it goes with the look today, but I mean, I just felt like I had to use one. Just a sheer layer, just kind of on the inner part. I think it would look really good if that yellow did not have silver. I'm sorry, I'm so butthurt over this friggin' silver situation. Still love the palette though. Yeah, I can even see like the reflect of it now that I'm looking as I'm like moving the palette. While I am doing my, what's it called? Blush. So like my earrings, by the way. God knows where they're from. I've had them for probably like 7 years. Let's pop on the lip mask. Berry lip mask. It's in a little Pokeball. Like how funny. Looks like this. Oh my god. That is the most delicious. Oh my god. It smells like a friggin' jam and cream donut. Like it's berry. It's clearly berry. But like it smells like specifically You know when you have a donut and if you're from New Zealand, like a bakery donut with fresh whipped cream and like the jam. Oh my god. It also kind of smells like a Shrewsbury, which is like one of my favorite biscuits. Oh my god, yes. It's giving Shrewsbury. I'm just gonna pop some of this on because why not? Oh my god. So this has squalane and shea butter and vitamin E to replenish your dry lips, moisturize and soften. I haven't done just like black eyeliner in a while, so I'm just gonna do a little like half wing black liner because I want my eyes to look nice and like elongated and pretty. I've just been loving that look lately. This is the roller liner. Oh my god, I always forget how much I love this liner. It's so nice. And I love how they've got a brown one too. I've lost mine though. Need to repurchase. I have a question of the day for you guys. When you guys were kids, what was your favorite cartoon? I don't care how old you are. Maybe this will like give me a hint into your age. But when I was a kid, naturally, hello, I loved Pokemon. Grew up with a lot of Pokemon. I loved Dexter's Laboratory and I loved SpongeBob SquarePants. There were so many others I loved too. Hello, like Powerpuff Girls, Cat Dog, Courage the Cowardly Dog. I feel like I grew up in the peak of like Cartoon Network. I loved Cartoon Network. I could only watch it at my nana's house because we were broke. We didn't have that kind of TV, but my nana had the flash TV. My nana on my dad's side, I think she still has Sky because they watch so much sports. They're like massively into sport. So every time I'd go stay at her house, I would like beg to watch Cartoon Network. But half the time there were sports on and I couldn't watch it. Woe is me. One of these is flicking up, that one. This one's flicking out. Like I said though, you just leave it. Don't touch it. Who cares? No one will notice. Just gonna add a very little bit right in here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous product. Absolutely lovely. I suppose we better do some lashes. This one is coming soon. I can hear Porter and Hamish playing upstairs. While I'm filming this, we're actually heading away to our beach house for the weekend. This afternoon we're gonna drive up, and so we just kept Porter home from daycare today because we were like, well, he's gonna go there and nap and then we have to pick him up, so like what's the point? So they're having some playtime right now, and then Hamish will go pack some orders while he naps, and then I'll look after him. Or like watch him while he naps, get him up, give him lunch, and we're gonna head off. And I cannot wait. I'm gonna vlog for you guys too. So I'm turning 32, I believe. I know I should know this. I genuinely don't. I'm pretty sure it's 32 though, because I remember I had Porter before I turned 30, and then when he was like a few months old, I turned 30. So he's 2 now, so that means I'm turning 32, right? I swear to God, once I hit like 30, 31, or like once I became a mum, I guess, I just started forgetting how old I was. Like I'm in denial. I'm just like, whatever. Age is just a number. I need to clean up my bottom lashes a little bit, but it's fine. I'm gonna go into my yellow little tub. This is the LA Girl Sunshine. It actually comes off almost like a nude in a good way. It's like a nudie yellow, so it's just like a subtle pop of color, but it's still gonna make my eyes look nice and bright if you compare the two. I think I might do some individual lashes for comfort today. So these are the Swede, the Signature. They look like this. So I'm gonna take a bunch and I'm going to pop them under my natural lashes. I'm just gonna do one eye and then come back because it's gonna take me forever. You know when you just swear at your lashes, like you verbally abuse your lashes? That just happened. So I ended up doing both eyes. Like they just kept falling off. Like I would stick them and then I'd stick the next one and then one would fall off, and I was just getting over it. So like I would have actually done way more and made them way more glam, but I just am actually at my wit's end. Like I'm done with it. I feel like I just need one more. Literally watch me literally have a meltdown. For some reason I find it so much easier to do this eye. Oh, I've dropped it already. Get in there, you bitch. No one speak, don't say anything. It'll literally just fall out. Okay. I feel like I've been looking at my eye makeup and I just feel like it needs more warmth, so I think we will add some bronzer. But first, like, I suppose I should bronze first. I'm gonna use my Kosas one today. So this is in the shade Beachy. It's like got a bit of a shine to it. You guys know I love that. Okay, so I'm going to put it on my cheeks back here. I did use a little bit of a contour stick before I started filming, the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, but I feel like you can't even see where I put it. You go around my forehead a little bit. I'm not going to use too much bronzer today because I've got so much fake tan on. Down the nose, always. And then I'm going to take the fluffy blendy brush. I'm going to take some of this bronzer, even though it's shimmery. I'm kind of applying it just on the brow bone nearly. I'm hoping it's going to warm up the overall look. I feel like that's helped. Yeah, definitely. Okay, next up is cream blush. So I'll swatch them for you first and we'll try to figure out which one's gonna look the best. Jeez, these have great staying power. I'm like rubbing at them. Wow. So we've got Pikachu. This one is called Electro Ball. These are infused with berry complex, some kind of butter that I cannot pronounce, and shea butter. Here's the packaging on the Pikachu one. And then the color inside, wow. That's like red. Holy moly. I can't imagine myself. It's actually kind of like a balmy formula. Maybe it's not so bad. I'm just gonna blend it out on one end so you can kind of see. There you go. It's not as like full on as you'd expect. Then this is Clefable. This one is called Metronome. And this one looks far more up my alley. It's like a warm pink. Yeah, these are like balmy. Like, I don't know if you can like see the texture. I'd call it balmy rather than like creamy, if you know what I mean. That one's obviously more wearable straight off the bat, but surprisingly not that different from the red in the end. I don't know, are these gonna blend out into nothing? I'm not too sure. A weightless moisturising cream blush that's super buildable and blendable for a sheer wash of colour with a natural matte finish. Definitely natural matte. Considering how balmy they are, they do not look like balmy once they kind of are blended. There you go. It says it's buildable and sheer. So I guess just don't be scared of the colour. I do like buildable products. This is Gengar, right? And it's called Hypnosis. It's purple. Kind of cool how they put like purple Pokemon. I didn't notice that before. Okay. This one is like a berry tone. Here's my infamous crap swatches. It's actually very pretty. I think that would actually look really, really nice blended out, like more of a berry tone. Don't know what to do with the yellow today. I'm thinking just pink because I'm a bit nervous. Like I said, I want to look presentable today. I do really feel like we need to like try them on the cheeks because it's hard to kind of know how they perform. I don't know. We're going to use Clefable's one. So, these are the Pokemon on this one. Where's the red one? Oh, it's just got Pikachu's on that one. Okay, so meant to be like his cheek. I have no idea like the best way to apply them. I think I'm just going to go in with an angled top like kabuki brush. I'm not too scared of the colour. I feel like it's not gonna, you know what, just quickly, just going to use some setting spray because my makeup's kind of like set itself just to kind of dampen it. I'll let that sink in a little bit. Right. I'm just using a very light hand. I think you could use, ooh, okay, in camera you can like literally barely see that, but I love the colour. I feel like, yeah, these are going to look so much better on the actual face rather than swatched on your finger or swatched on your hand. So I'm just slowly tapping this and building it up. You can see the colour on camera for sure. I'm going to blend it back a little bit. But I don't know, I'm experimenting with kind of keeping it here. I love the colour. And I think it looks very nice and fresh with the yellow on the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and take a decent amount on at the other side. Yeah, it's not too scary, guys. It's actually a nice amount of pigment, and I think even the bright red or the purple is still not going to be scary once you actually like put it on your face and like blend it out. Do you know what I mean? I love this colour. I think it just makes me look so fresh. It would help if the lighting wasn't dog shit, but it is what it is. And I think it looks relatively smooth as well. So just quickly, I'm going to take like a small face brush with a little bit of Cherry Blossom Cake by Huda Beauty. I'm gonna kind of put that just on the edge of the blush, just here with the brush. And then I'm gonna use a powder puff and apply a little bit more, kind of just underneath my eye. Underneath where the eyeshadow is. I'm not covering the eyeshadow. Now I'm taking a little bit of MAC Studio Fix powder and I'm just going to kind of set my face a little bit because I do want this makeup to last well. And then I'm going to sandwich it with a bit more setting spray. Not too much. Oh, I feel like it's removed my foundation just here. Can you see that? I really don't know if you'll be able to see it. So I might just take some on my finger and see if this will just like cover it. It's either gonna go really good or really bad. To be fair, it's not ideal. I might have to go over top with like a powder blush. Just gonna use a little bit of the Dior one. Oh shit, too much. Blend, blend, blend. I'm looking like Pikachu now. It's on theme, I guess. It did kind of help to like even it out a little bit, but it looks a bit crazy. I have a literal eyelash in my hair. Right, wiping off my lips. We have 3 pH activated transforming lip balms. We have Pikachu. We have Ditto. It's called Transform. Oh, this one was Thunderbolt, by the way. And then we have Jigglypuff, which is called Sing, which is very fitting. You are going to die how beautiful these are. So this is the Jigglypuff one, the Sing packaging, and would you look at this? Sorry if you can hear the dogs barking. They're literally driving me mad right now, but that's fine. Look at this. So these adapt to the pH of your lips. We'll try each one on in a second. Actually, let's swatch them as we go on our hand and see what they look like on our hand. Goes on clear. We'll give it a second. Then here's the Ditto one, which is called Transform. I freaking love Ditto. And then this one's a lilac-y, bluey goldy looking one. We'll do a line underneath that other one. You can see it's starting to take a little bit of colour. I might have to make this very dark for you to actually be able to see. Just a very tint, you can see. And then the Pikachu one, Thunderbolt. Cute packaging, and it looks like this. And I mean, there's not much to see. Is there even any point trying all of these on my lips? Let's just go for this. Okay, it's so pretty. It's just that typical pH, like, blush tone. I'm gonna do a different one on the top lip and we'll just see if they look different, because I find so much pH stuff, it's like a bit of a, not scam, like it's fun, but I just feel like all of the pH stuff always ends up looking the same anyway. So just doing the top lip of that one, and to me they look like identical. I don't think you need to buy all of them unless you want to collect them. Do you know what I mean? You could just pick your favorite. I don't think the color is going to really make a difference. And in saying that, I love the color. It does give such a beautiful like blushy tone, and it really suits the blush on my cheeks too, like it kind of goes with it. For the lips also, there is a glossy lip trio. We've got Thunderstone, which is I think this one, Firestone and Waterstone. Evolution glossy lip trio. Waterstone, pretty. Firestone, more of a, oh, I love it. It's got like a peachy reflect. And then a Thunderstone. These are like a pearlized formula. So that one's, oh, that's so pretty. It looks like it'd be gold, but it's actually like a peachy kind of reflect. That's probably my favorite one. I thought the orangey one would be my favorite. Here they are up close. Just a very subtle tint. You can wear them on top of lip pencils, lipsticks, whatever. We'll do Praline by Peaches and Cream, because I haven't worn this one in a while and I do love it. I'm leaving the lip balm on. Where the F did I put my lip pencil? I just put it down in front of me and I can't find it. Probably looks a little bit, this lighting is doing my head in. Doesn't really suit the pink, does it? It's not the worst, but we'll roll with it. Now I'm gonna put on the lip gloss. Oh my god, yes. Immediately, yes. It smells so good too. These lip glosses are literally like my favorite type, with like just so much like duochrome glitter in them. Like I love them. With any lipstick, like they're just gonna look sick, or just on top of lip pencil, or just on bare lips, like anything. And it feels very lightweight, not sticky, very silky smooth. You can't feel any grit. Maybe a tiny bit of grit actually if you like really rub your lips together, but it's not noticeable when I'm just talking or like chilling. Well, my makeup definitely turned out a little bit different than what I was expecting, and my lashes really pissed me off today. There's the completed look. Is this even worth uploading at this point? Like, this is... Oh. I think it's the really cool tone, like the eyeshadow in the crease. The transition shade ended up being so much cooler toned, like more cooler toned, I can't even talk anymore, than I realized. It is throwing me off. I feel like it's way too cool. I've got an eyeshadow palette here. I'm gonna use this, these two, just to kind of warm it up a little bit. Don't know. I love the eyeshadow palette. I just don't know how I feel about the actual look I created today. I'm gonna try and put up my blind for a second and just see if the natural lighting is any better, just to show you the colors. My hair's so knotty too. I haven't even done anything. I've like literally just sat here existing and it's full of knots. It's gotten like all cloudy outside now. Oh, I feel like the natural lighting is gonna pop off. And just like that, I love my makeup so much more. Like just being in actual good lighting. Oh, maybe I should have just been done with it and done like a strip lash. Okay, no, the sun's coming out now. I'm gonna go because I'm just getting pissed off. I think the collection's really fun. I actually surprisingly love the lip glosses. This is just stupid. What the hell is happening? I would definitely pick up one of the lip balms. It feels very nice and like just really pretty for a little tint, you know? I'd pick up the lip glosses. I'd pick up the eyeshadow palette. The Super Shock shadows. Yeah, the blush is very pretty. I just need to work on like the best application for it because it did split up my foundation underneath a little bit. That's the only con. I like the formula in the end. I like how buildable it is. If you guys have any tips, let me know on how to use those blushes like in the best way. The lip mask smells incredible. I'd pick it up literally because it just smells so good. I'm gonna put that in my bag. It felt really nice. I don't know how great it's gonna be at moisturizing like long term because I only tried it on for a second. I feel like I'm just having one of those days where I can't do anything right. Nothing's even going wrong, but right, I'm gonna go now. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial anyways. I don't know how to feel. I actually love the lips though. They feel good too. All right, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.